there everybody, it's Linnea here for icrafter, and I am introducing to you the Labels Apothecary die set. This die set has 6 dies, 3 outer dies, and then 3 dies that are going to cut out a different sentiment. This die set is absolutely perfect for all kinds of Halloween projects, especially those spooky Halloween projects, because there's sentiments like October 31st, Beware, Magic Potion. I'm going to use this along with the Animalopes die set from one of the first icrafter releases. I'm not going to be creating any fancy animal envelopes, which you definitely could with the Animalopes die set. Instead, I'm just going to be creating some distressed Halloween little gift envelopes. So I'm taking that large envelope die and the flap die, and I'm going to cut this from 3 colors of pattern paper. And then I'm going to just fold these up. I'm using my iPress burnisher to really reinforce those folds. Then I'm going to use some double-sided tape. You could use liquid adhesive if you want. You just want something strong so your project doesn't fall apart. And I'm going to add it onto the flap that's going to come up as the center of the envelope. And then also there's a tiny little flap that's probably about 1/8 of an inch wide, where you're going to adhere the top flap of your envelope. I put a piece of tape there, and I'm going to easily add that little V flap onto that, and in seconds, there's an easy little gift card envelope. At Halloween, I think it's fun to do like a little spooky scavenger hunt, so I think this would be perfect to put together a little scavenger hunt and have these adorable little envelopes. Now, you could definitely go cute or spooky with this project. Right now, we're looking kind of cute. These pattern papers are awfully adorable, I think. So I wanted to spook them up a little bit. So I'm going to be using one of my little fingertip blender brushes from icrafter and some black ink, and I'm just going to distress the edges. This is something I used to do a lot many years ago when I started crafting, so it was very nostalgic for me to break out my black ink and just distress the edges. So I'm going to go all around all the edges of the envelope. I'm even going to flip this around and do both the front and the back, the flap, and then I will even kind of stick that little blender brush down and do the inside of the envelope so that all the edges are distressed and spooky. I think it's going to go along great with the Labels Apothecary die set. So once I have all 3 of these envelopes done, you can see how different it looks just by distressing the edges a little bit. You went from cutesy to more spooky Halloween. Now it's time to do some die cutting. I'm going to layer together these dies and tape both the dies together so that I can get a nice even border around that cutout sentiment. I'm going to be cutting all of them from orange cardstock so that they look like they go together as one complete set. And then I'll just be taping them onto the little Animalopes gift card envelopes. So these are great if you want to give a little gift at Halloween. Even like a little flat little candy would fit in here, like a taffy. That would fit in here really well. So I thought that the orange was maybe a little bit too happy to go along with my distressed Animalopes envelopes there. So I'm going to do the same thing using my blender brush and just distressing the edges of these apothecary labels. And then I will pop them up with foam tape onto the backer pieces. So I created these by nestling the 2 dies together. That's how you get those little cutout sentiments. And then I went back and used just the outer die and cut out the outer portion. That's how I get that piece to layer behind. You definitely don't have to layer the piece behind. I just think it helps the sentiment stand out a little bit more. Then I'll add some foam tape behind each of those orange sentiment pieces and layer them onto the black backer pieces. That helps them pop up a little bit more. Now this part is what took me the longest part of the project. I was trying to decide if I wanted to use them as kind of an envelope closure or if I wanted to put them on the backs of the envelope. And in the end, I did end up going with the backs of the envelope, and that way I can put a little something extra, maybe a seal or something on the front. But here are all 3 of my little projects combining the new Labels Apothecary die set with the Animalopes die set. I hope this encourages you to look at your Labels Apothecary die set and use it in a different way. These would be great for tags, cards, or even these little gift card envelopes. Thank you very much for watching this video. For more inspiration, you can visit the icrafter website and the icrafter YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you again in another video. Bye!